I just made the stupidest art mistake anybody has done in YouTube history. Hi guys, welcome back. I am so excited. I found a website that's virtually a game changer. We've been talking a lot about adding on some wording or hand lettering into our coloring books. So last night I was just surfing the web. This is not a sponsored video. I was just searching and I found a font maker. Now I've seen them before. They're okay, but nothing like this. This has got to be the best one that I have found, and it is so easy to use and it's free. It's fontmeme.com. Now, all you do is you go to the site, you go over to the right, and you're going to see a whole bunch of categories. Choose any category. So say you pick cartoon or curly or whatever one that you want to pick. Just pick any one. You're going to see a list of all these different fonts and a little bit of a sample. Click on one of those, and what you're going to see is a preview of every letter in that font. Now you can download it. You can copy it. It's free. Now, once you get into the main area, you're going to see the font characters. Make a copy of it. Put it aside, print it out. You can do that by screenshot, or you can actually download. There's going to be an area that is for information about that font. Your license, most of them are licensed for free. In the first box, you enter whatever text you want. And I entered, oh my God, my mother was right about everything, because, hey, that's true. Then you're going to pick your size font that you want. After that, you can pick a color or an effect. If you're going to be using that font directly in, say, on the computer. If not, I just left it blank because I'm going to be using that font for something else. So I just left those blank. My color, I just chose black. Then you're going to push generate. You're going to generate whatever you put into the text. Looks great. Your spacing is perfect. If you right-click it, you can make a copy of it, and you can download it that way too. It works. I tried. So you could pick anything you want. Now, we're going to take one of those sayings, and we're going to transfer it over. I'm going to print out my saying, and I'll meet you back in the craft room. We're back in my studio, and this is just a sample. The one that I'm actually going to do is the demo. I did a little bit different, but it's all the same. I have a printout of my lettering, and I have a picture. Now, I'm using the same picture as I did. It's Elena Lazareva's, and it came from her new Grayscale 100 Best Picture book. I'll leave the link in the description. And I've got my little light box. This light box is available on Amazon. They're fairly cheap. I use it all the time. It's definitely something you might want to invest in, but if you want a cheaper alternative, you can use graphite paper too. I just find this much easier because lining everything up is always easier on a light box. So here I have my words and I have my picture. I'm going to line them up next to each other. Press down, and you can see. Now, if you can't see well, you just turn the light off, and it'll pop right up and through. You take your pencil, and you go over the words very lightly. Now, this is going to give me my spacing, not necessarily the font. The font I'm going to create myself, but I have my spacing. Okay, and you're going to do that for the whole entire thing. Turn your light box off if you want to see it, and you can see your lettering right there. Make any adjustments that you need to, and you've got your picture. You can do this in your book. This will fit in between the pages. Very easy to do. Now we're going to move on to the next step. Stippling is a lot of fun. You take a pen. Now this pen is a 0.5. You can use anything from a 0.3 for very fine points to a 0.8. And sometimes I mix and match. You're going to take that pen, hold the pen straight up and down, and you're going to create little dots. Now I like to make them space out when I'm first starting. Everybody does it different. Some people work in little spaces. As I said, everybody does it differently. I prefer this method because I can judge where I want my highlights to go and my darkened area. So here we're going to work in a space that's that big. Now I want this area in here to be dark. Now we're creating a background. So I'm going to take that pen. My dots are going to become closer and closer together. Now, in fact, I prefer to work on a light box when I'm stippling. And I'll show you why in just a second. It's kind of the same thing for diamond paintings. Okay, so now we're working on a light box. And this is the reason why I like to, because my dots show up way better. And I could really tell how close I'm getting together with them. The closer your dots, the darker the area. So to create a gradient that's really pleasing, you just spread out your dots to make it lighter. You can also go lighter with your dots. So if I want a lighter gray, I just tap it lighter. And even sometimes I'll use like a pen that's going a little bit gray on the bottom and see how much of that I can get out of the pen. That often works to get a good color gradient, because then you come back with a good black pen. Now, your fine liners are a matter of taste. The Micron makes good ones. I've taken it all the way out with the ends being very light. And I do that by spacing. Then all I did was I colored in my font. I added a little jelly roll into the white areas that I wanted. And I got my font. I could have had anything written there and it would be the same. Now I put a little fun dots on here. Now I used India ink. You can use just in a little cup. These are my dotting tools. I've written the size on the side. I labeled them. It comes in a set of about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 20 of them. And they're actually punches, metal punches. But what's good about them, well, they'll last you for the rest of your life. They'll never break. They'll never change. And the bottoms are really flat. They make great dots. Now, when you're making a dot, you can dot stones. You can do mandalas with them. I love doing them. But there's a trick to them, to doing a good one. You take your dotting tool, you dip it in your paint or your ink, make sure it's covered evenly, straight up and down, and lift. Grab more paint, straight down, and lift. If you start doing this, you might get a few, but look what starts to happen. And it's better to get a different size. Here's a thin one. Dot. The straighter up and down you keep your hand, the better your dot comes out. down, and up. Now, sometimes it gathers a little bit of ink in the middle. Let that dry down. That's a good dot. And you work slowly. Even pressure and down. And you get perfect dots. The last thing I wanted to show you that you can do with the background, in addition to adding the stippling, you can take your pencil, once you're done stippling, and lightly go over it if you want to add some color to your background. I don't suggest doing layer upon layer because you really want to keep that black, but if you want to put a light color on your page, it works out really nicely. And it's quick. This is not where you have to go over it until, blending. It's just a light color. So here I have one that I was working on, and you can see I did change up my word. I wrote love on it. I cannot believe how dumb I am. And I have no excuse for this. None whatsoever. Pure laziness and stupidity. And before I show you this, I'm going to blame Tammy. I'm just going to blame Tammy for everything. This was supposed to be Tammy's Christmas card. And I was so proud of it. It was nice and hand done, ink, because she was one of like 2 people that got me into the ink. In fact, she just sent me 2 pens. I don't know where the other one is. She sent me a calligraphy pen. She's the nicest person in the world. And I just wanted to make her something for like Christmas, handmade, and just coming from my heart because I adore her. Well, this card came out so cute. And I had ink, and then the ink fell on the floor. I had to redecorate my craft room. And I should have stopped there. I should have known this card was cursed. And I colored it. I took it outside to my painting table, and I was going to spray it with my clear coat. And I got the first layer of clear coat on, and it looked beautiful. With the ink and the paint and the wax on it, it looked like it was embossed. It was like 3D. It was shiny. It was beautiful. And I was going to take it in the house. And then I said to myself, one more layer. Can't hurt. Wait until you see this. Well, apparently, what had happened was I had 2 cans of paint on my table. This is one, and this is the other. This is the gloss, clear coat. This is gold paint. I didn't even realize I had this on the table. And I always check my cans. Not only do I look at the can, but I spray it onto the table. My table has like 900 layers of paint on it. It's that well used. And I always spray the table, make sure that I'm using the right color, and then spray it. Well, I did my first coat, and I put it down. And I put the cap on it. Well, apparently I put the cap on the wrong can. And I sprayed my card. So Tammy, I adore you. I love you. You're still getting this card because you will have my biggest mistake at Christmas. Look how cute, if you could see underneath the gold paint. Look how cute this came out. And it was so shiny. And, oh well, Dumb art mistake. So let me know in the comments below, did you guys ever make a mistake like this? Let me know about it. And I will see you in my next vlog. Take care. If you like what you saw and you want to see more, hit that like and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell for all notifications. For another video just like this one, I recommend this. And I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Keep on coloring.